It is now. Yes, it is time for our live garden chat, our Wednesday chat. I hope you're getting ready, you're coming on, and we are going to talk about what has just happened to me. My daughter was driving by Lowe's and she saw all of the flowers and plants there, and she knows her mother loves flowers. And my baby, she called me up and she said, Mommy, I see all these flowers and they remind me of you. Do you want some? And you know what I said? Yes, I want some. I said, You want to buy me some flowers? Yes, I want some. So she said, Well, Mommy, I got to go to this other store. And when I'm coming back home, I will stop at Lowe's and I will get you some plants. Oh, my heart was happy. At first, I was saying I was trying to be kind of conservative, but then she said, No, go ahead, choose what you want, get what you want. And so I mean, and my baby bought me some plants for my ruby garden, the area in which I want to put together flowers there, where I put the roses and other things. And I was to say, well, I'll just work it one plant at a time, and I'll wait till Lowe's goes on sale, and I get some clearance items to fill it up, and I'll take some stuff from other parts of the garden, and you know, God is good. I got to say, God is good. God is good. God is great. He put it on my baby's heart to treat her mommy to some beautiful flowers, some perennials at that. And she even got me, hello, who's there? Miss Plantaholic. Yes, girl. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, Lord. Oh, my goodness. My heart is just happy. She called me, and you know what she did? She said, Mommy, let me FaceTime you so you could see what is going on here. And the Lowe's in my area, if you don't catch them at the right time when they put out the fresh plants, you'll end up seeing a lot of dead plants or dried up plants. Well, they must have just had a delivery, because out there were all these perennials, and right now the perennials um, are two for $5. They have those perennials two for $5, two for $10. Excuse me, two for $10. And so she started showing me the different perennials, two for $10 on sale. My heart was so happy. I was settling for her buying me two plants. But my baby said I gotta treat my mommy. Plus, I was so excited about the plants. I think it just excited her, and she said, "Yeah, I'm gonna treat my mommy right," and she sure did. Cece, I am so happy. He said, Hi, Miss Catherine, so sweet of her. It makes you just smile ever more when your baby buys it. Yes! Yes, you have to catch them early. I'm excited for you. Thank you, honey. I know you would appreciate it. I saw you at Lowe's. I saw your video there, how you had stopped by, and I was inspired. I almost went there this today myself, but I decided no, that I'll wait, because I just bought the wisteria, no, the spirea. I just bought the spirea there, and so I said no, I'll wait. But she ended up buying me some beautiful things, and then now I'm designing the jewel garden, that area where I put the roses on that side, the sunny side. So I'm looking for plants to fill that side of the garden, and I wanted especially them to be of a jewel tone, and so I'm just excited about this because she I was able to get some really good plants that are perennials. And I didn't want annuals because, the annuals are just for that time, whereas the perennials, they come back every year, and you can cut and divide them, and I'll be able to grow the garden from the perennial. And I like to divide plants. I like when they grow and they get fat. And Sonia, hello, Miss Catherine and gardening friends. How you doing, my California girl? Right? You're from California. Mm-hmm. Apple Valley. Apple Valley? Yeah, California though. I remember. How are you, Sonia? I hope all is well. I hope things aren't too hot for you over there. We have cooled down here. The first couple of days, it was very warm. It was getting really hot here in the Boston area. But last night we had rain and thunderstorms. And this morning it was nice and cool. It started off like 60s, 60. And right now it is just so pleasant. Yes, annuals is just temporary. Hello, Sonia. I have started buying more perennials. I'm blessed. Yes, Zone 8B. Yes, yes, yes. And the garden, this morning when I woke up, the garden was just so fresh after the rain. And first it was kind of misty, sort of like rain or just drops. And then it had a downpour, and then it had like a shower. Then it was like showers, that shower forming. So that the water really got down to the roots. And because it was cool, the plants are so happy. We had an entire weekend. You did? Oh, good for you. For us, we just had that time, and my plants were in such need of rain. I've been trying to keep up with the watering, not me, my husband actually, but I would help out. He would do a thorough watering in the evening, when it's cool and the sun is down, so that they can at least go to sleep feeling plumped and happy. But in the morning, what I would do is get up and give them, a quick spray of water. And then around 12 noon, I would also give them some more water, just to keep everything alive. And especially all of my little seedlings and so forth, that vegetables that I've just put in the ground. I want to make sure that they survive. So we've been hand watering and using, and then using the municipal water with the chlorine and all of that other stuff. It's not necessarily the best for the plants, whereas rainwater, when it falls from the sky, it also brings down all of the minerals and things that are in the air that they said there are minerals and things, and think that actually are carried down by the water to the plants. And well, anyway, the plants enjoy it much more, and you could tell there is a difference. So what I've done is to capture some of that water. I have some pots that I've allowed them to scattered throughout the garden, that I've allowed them to catch the water. And I'm going to have to use the water. How often do you fertilize your vegetables? My vegetables, I really don't fertilize the vegetables because I've planted them in good compost. And the ground, the soil, I am always happy to see the rain. I catch the rain as well. Good. The soil is, you want to make sure that you're planting your plants in really great soil. And one of the things you could do is get organic um, fertilizer. That the they have some granular organic fertilizer that you can use if your soil isn't that good, and you could give them when you're planting the plants. Put that fertilizer in, mix it in, and then put your plants in. And then you could use a liquid fertilizer. They have some of it. Um, I have one type there, but to tell you the truth, and to be honest with you, I really don't fertilize my vegetables. I use compost. I make sure that the soil is very rich and fertile. And if you plant the seeds or plant the seedlings in compost or really rich soil that has everything that they need, then you don't really need to fertilize as much. Now flowers need more. Would I would use Miracle Grow on my flowers because it's flowers, and so it's I'm not eating it. I'm not eating the flowers, so I use Miracle Grow for, like for roses and flowers and things like that. And I use the granular kind too. And then I would I used to buy the spray also because that really helps the annuals to grow well, like petunias, begonias. They need to get that extra boost of fertilizer so that they can flower. And my husband would do that. He likes to do that with his patients. He would fertilize them every 2, maybe 3 weeks, once every 2 to 3 weeks. But it's not a lot. The first thing, see, the thing is the foundation. You want to make sure that you have good soil, that your soil is healthy. And if your soil is healthy, then your plants will grow well. That's why I took the time I have used fish emulsion. Fish emulsion is great also, yes. Some people use plant I forget what the name of the plant is, but they will let the plant soak and then use that and make plant tea or fertilizer tea for their plants. Some people do that. Comfrey tea. Some people they would fertilize using like Epsom salts and things like that, and other things. But I just believe in compost. I really think that giving them good soil, lot of water. Water is critical, I think, for plants. If a plant is well watered, that it will grow. If the soil is good, if it's rich soil and it's well watered, then it will grow. You'll get good production from them. Yeah. So yeah, the rainwater. Now, so what I've done is I have some pots around the garden, and I'm catching the water in the pots. Now, we can't let the water sit too long because I don't want mosquitoes. But as soon as it gets hot, like tomorrow, we're not going to be getting rain for the next, what, 4 or 5 days. So those plants that I know can benefit from the rainwater and that I really value, like my vegetables, and I want to see them grow well, I would use the rainwater that I've been storing up for them. So like the plants that are in my tea garden area, I want them to grow and I want them to get that fresh water. So I would use that water that I've collected on those plants so that they're getting um, they're getting rainwater. Um, and it'll help them out. Now, there's some plants that don't need to be watered a lot. They don't like to be soggy. So um, we have to be mindful of that. Like in my tea garden, there are plants that like it dry. They like to dry out first before they get watered. Like for example, lavender doesn't require a lot of water. Um, Rosemary, those Mediterranean herbs, they don't really need a lot of water. Um, you know, they are adaptable, so you don't have to water them as regularly. But my vegetables like eggplant, cucumbers, the water-based plants, watermelon, cantaloupe, things like that. They need water. They need regular watering, and they need to be watered frequently. So that's what we've done. Yes, I have to know what needs much water. Yeah, yeah. So anything that says watermelon or is in the watermelon family, with the seeds in the middle, they need water. You need to water them frequently or every day. but there's some things that are more like herbs that are more Mediterranean in nature, like lavender, thyme, um, rosemary. They don't need as much water. Yeah. So as I was telling you, my daughter stopped by Lowe's and she picked up these beautiful plants. So this is my plant haul, and it's going in the jewel garden or the ruby garden that I have up in the front. And I am so excited because I was working in that area earlier today. I did a video actually that has to do with that side. Garden State Gardener, how are you? Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and she actually had her phone on and we FaceTime one another and she was showing me the different plants and asking me, Mom, what do you think? I like this one. I like that one. And I'm saying, oh, baby, you don't have to buy so much. And she says, no, I want to do it. She says, I always go big when I'm giving. Yummy. How are you, sweetie? So good to have you. So I am just so excited because I was surprised and I was thinking, well, what am I going to talk to people about? I'm just going to just chat with you guys. I have nothing really to share or to really focus in on. But then when she told me she was going to get these plants for me, I said, oh, yes, we're going to have a plant haul. I'm going to show off my plants. Yes, I am. I am just so happy. I started singing, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. And she said, "Oh, mom, oh, mommy." But I'm excited. Yes. And so let me show you the plants. And as I said, I am thinking I want plants that are jewel tone, that are rich. And I love jewelry and I love jewels. So to have a garden that is featuring the rich colors of summer makes me very, very happy. And I love this. I like Monrovia. I love this. I love that. I'm the same way when I get some new plants. Yes, Miss Plantaholic. I know you will like that, my girl. I know it. I know it in my spirit, right from the beginning. I knew that you're my sister. Yes, we are of the same feather. Birds of a feather flock together. We love ourselves some plants. And so I saw this, and this is from Monrovia. Grow Beautiful. Sombrero Sangrita Coneflower. Sombrero Sombrita. That sounds hot, huh? Hot, hot. That's what my grandson says. And you know, while I was getting ready for you all thinking of it, they ended up stopping by about, they just left about 10 minutes ago. So no, 18 minutes since we've been on for a while. But my grandson, I usually take care of him on the week, but my children are on vacation right now, so I don't have him for this summer. And I got to see him today, and I didn't realize how much I missed him. So I got a double dose of goodness today, getting to see my grandson today and my son, and getting these flowers from my daughter. It was almost like, well, what is it? Is it my birthday or what? I'm so excited. And I'm inviting you, my wonderful garden family, to the party. Yes, the plant party. Yes, we do. Though I have the same cornflower. I have them in the front and backyard. Oh, so nice. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so this is cornflower. Happy birthday. Thank you. It's not my birthday. My birthday's in November. But I feel like it's my birthday today because it's just been, it's such a blessing. I feel a special treatment today from my family, and it wasn't intended. You know, this is all a surprise, and so I'm so glad that I get to share with you all. And so we're having a plant party. We having a plant party. Yes. My garden family. Oh, got you. Well, you look great. Thank you, honey. It's joy. It's joy. You know, the garden provides joy, and it keeps you young, helps you to feel good in your spirit. My husband was telling me about what's happening in the news, and I started thinking, and I was getting so, feeling so down and wondering, well, what is going to happen. But being able to talk about the garden and being out in the garden just helped to refresh my soul, making me feel positive and realizing that everything is going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. That life has its ups and downs, its ebbs and flow, but we have to capture these moments of blessing, recognize them, and enjoy them. Just go for it. And I was so glad that my daughter went for it. She says, I want to make my mother happy today, and I know she would appreciate these flowers. So I'm going to go by, because she said she was driving by Lowe's and she saw all of the plants out there, and she says, flowers, my mommy loves flowers. I'm going to get her some flowers, just like that. And I'm just overjoyed. I feel intoxicated by the flowers. Miss Plantaholic, I understand why you use that term, why you named yourself that, Plantaholic, because I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling intoxicated by the plants. It's a lot of joy. It's a lot of joy. Anyway, okay, let me get back to this here. So I got this coneflower. Coneflower is really good. It's a perennial, and it really loves full sun. So you can put it in the sun and sunny area. So I love your uplifting words. Being in the garden is peaceful. Yes, honey. Yes, it is. So this, the part over there that I cut down the trees at, and where the tea garden is, well, that area, the upper area, I'm creating what I'm calling the ruby garden. And that garden is going to be a little bit more sophisticated versus the cottagey garden. Yes, it is. I tell myself I have to go to Flowers Anonymous. There's another lady on on YouTube. Her name is Attic, Plant Attic, something like that. Attic, Garden Attic, Addicts, Addicts. Okay, you should subscribe to her. Garden Addicts. She loves Lowe's. She loves Proven Winners plants, and she loves hydrangeas and all types of hydrangeas. She loves shopping the clearance and rescuing the plants and seeing them come back and then putting them in her garden. And her garden is spectacular. Uh, um, she's a black woman, and she has what, 4 kids, and she finds time to garden. She just loves it. I've seen her channel. Good, good, good. Yeah. And I just love her energy and her enthusiasm. And she says she's just addicted to this, and it's because it does give so much peace and helps to take your mind off of your worries, your concerns, and it also allows you to be creative too, because now you're designing and thinking, and you're thinking outside of the box, and that is so important for your mental health, your emotional health, your creative health. You as a person, positivity is everything. Yes, it just helps with life, and especially with all of the things that we're going through right now. It's like it's an attack on the human race with all of the different things and the issues and the problems. And if you get caught up in that, it kind of like sets us tense. That's why, they say all of these other things. Suicide rate is up, Drug addiction is up, homicides up, everything's up because people are tense. So, but they also say that gardening is up also. That people, hello, Kevin, hello, Teresa Williams, how are you? Hello, Teresa. They say the gardening is up and that there's been a boom in the garden industry because of this whole idea that we've had to be quarantined, and people have really had to find solace in their garden. So it is really something that we need to not lose sight of, and keep and hold on to that which works for us, and the garden really does. Okay, I wanted to get into these plants here too. So this is coneflower, and it loves the heat, and to me, I call it echinacea, and this is a special kind. And I love this because it is a cottage garden plant, but also because of the cultivars. Now, I have some in my garden, but in the other area, and they're pink, and they're the ordinary kind that you can actually grow from seed. But this is the hybridized, more fancy kind. And so I'm going to put this in my new garden. And that I want that garden to be a little bit more sophisticated. I want it to be royal. I want it to a lot of red. See, a lot of red. Red is the color. Ruby, and gemstones and with the gemmy colors. Big beautiful flowers, blooms all summer above medium green foliage, ideal for sunny borders and growing in mixed containers, great in cutting gardens. Yeah, so that side is a direct sun side. And it says watering low once established. So this does not require as much water and watering, and it blooms summer to fall. Um, so now really is the time when it blooms. Um, and that's the other thing. When you're planting your garden, you want to plan for each of the seasons, for spring, for summer, and for fall. So the plants that are out right now, like this echinacea, blooms at this time. And so I know that at this time in July or June, heading into July, that my echinacea plant will be setting up to bloom. And so I love this. This is so special. Those are beautiful. Yes, Eco neighbor, so happy to have you with us. Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like yes, I'm rooting for the red. I don't water mine too much at all. Good, good, good. Yeah. I feel like it's my birthday. My daughter went by Lowe's and she saw flowers and she says, "All these flowers remind me of you, mommy, and I know it's gonna make you happy." My baby, my baby, my baby. She knows her mommy. So she FaceTimed me. Yeah, she FaceTimed me. And she says, "Mommy, what plants do you want?" And so we were going around and looking at the different plants. And I said, "I want perennials, so forget about the annuals." She said, "You want an apple tree?" I said, "No, how are you going to fit the apple tree in your car? Your car's not big enough to carry an apple tree." She says, "Oh, yeah, that's right." So they have the perennials, and they have perennials there now, two for $10, at least at our Lowe's, the local Lowe's. And so it was perfect, and I think they had just put them out, so they're fresh. And so this is a fresh group, but this is Monrovia, and it says 10.98. But I think they were selling it on sale. She said she got this on sale, and then I was able to get a Rebecca. Yeah, so this is good. Tutu Gold Rebecca. So now this is a special Rebecca. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, and so, and she got this on, the lady gave her this one on sale too. She got it for half price, 50% off on both of them. It says water, keep moist first year. Um, once per week after. Cold hardiness 10 to 20, -20 Fahrenheit. It says non-hardy in zones 1 through 4. So, but most of us are in zones at least 5, 6, 7, 8. Um, and check for bee hazard warnings and pollinator precautions on pesticide labels. So this is a bee lovers. Bees love this, and it grows into a good clump. It says fertilization spring and summer, and I'm so happy to add this because this is a sophisticated looking Rebecca, or Black Eyed Susan is the other name. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, Black Eyed Susan. And so she got it at half price. It was great. Then I was able to get Speedwell. Yes, it is. I had two last year, and I don't know what I did, but neither lived. Oh, yes, they are unique. Yes, yeah, they probably don't want to be watered that much because these are more like prairie plants, and so they're used to not being watered that much. So you could actually let them dry out a little bit and then water them. Water them once per week after. Keep moist the first year, but then water once per week. So this doesn't require a lot of the Rebecca doesn't require a lot of water. Then I got this. This is Veronica. You're right. I had to figure that out later. Yes, yes. So it's good to read the tags because it'll give you an idea of where to plant it. It's a sun-loving plant. It loves the sun, and it doesn't require a lot of water. Hmm. Hi, hi. Yes. Say hello to one another. This is Veronica, and I have seen a lot of people talking about this. This is First Memory Speedwell. It's an upright perennial, and it comes back every year, and it blooms for spring and summer. And I wanted to have some of this because I wanted the tall, straight, um, you know, upright kind of look. And let's see how tall it gets. So it's 12 to 18 feet, inches high, excuse me, and 12 to 18 inches wide. So it's about there right now. And I think it will look good near my roses and other plants that I have in the front. Even though this is a lighter color, it'll just help to break up that whole thing. So I got two of this color, and then she gave me two of the blue, and I love the blue. So yeah, so that's not all. They're all full sun. Yeah, yeah. This is full sun, full sun, full sun. And that's not all. Now I would have been happy with the Veronica and these other two plants, but my daughter, she loves her mommy. She loves her mommy. She bought me. She got me this this plant. This is a Virgilia, electric love, Virgilia. And look at this. Now this reminds me of the purple perilla that I have in the front, but then this has red flowers. Do you see that? It's going to have red blooms, and it grows like a small shrub. 1 to 2 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet wide. So it'll get almost like this height here. Hi, Garden State Gardener. I love how you highlighted my name in red, my favorite color. Beautiful, Miss Catherine. Thank you. Yeah. So this is going to go in, and look at how nice it is with this. Don't they look good together? So I can see it now. Now doesn't that look good? That's very Julie, isn't it? Jewel tone with the red flowers at the tips. So this is Bloom Easy. I don't know this company, but it says Bloom Easy. Plant, water, and relax. And this is a new company for me. Spark up your outdoor space with the new Electric Love Wargelia, shockingly vibrant. Red bellflowers cover dark foliage for a unique look and rich contrasts. First dark-leaved Wargelia with true red flowers on the market. So this is exciting. Yes. Yes. Very nice together. Yes. It's exciting. But that's not it. That's not all. Look. Proven winners. This is the creme of the la creme, as they would say. Proven winners. Little Quickfire. Panicula hydrangea. Now, all of my hydrangeas are the mop head kind of hydrangeas, right? And they are so particular, especially if there's a hard freeze, that it will affect the plant, the bulbs, and like say there's a late frost, that it could kill the blooms, and that's what happened to a lot of my hydrangeas in the back. I have the Nico Blue hydrangea in the back, very back there, and I was trying to make or create a wall. Yeah, yay for the hydrangea, yes. And I've been watching Garden Answer, Laura of Garden Answer, and even the Garden Addict, and they love this. They love Proven Winners, and they love this hydrangea. And this is Little Hydrangea Quickfire from Proven Winners. And I am so excited to have this. Now you remember I got that other hydrangea, the oak leaf hydrangea, that I gotten from QVC, and it's starting to bounce back, but it is not a paniculata. It grows on the oak leaf hydrangea grows on old wood, so it still can be affected by the weather, or something could happen um, to the to the structure of it, and I'm not getting flowers. But with this is not affected by the weather, and they even ask you to cut it back, and it grows. It flowers on new wood. So every time you'll cut it back, and then it will flower on new wood. Celebrate summer sooner with Little Quickfire hydrangea. White blooms appear early in the season and change to red as they age. Compact habit is great for small spaces. Isn't that fantastic? So it likes sun to part shade, early blooming, cold hardy, petite shrub for summer, and then it colors up for fall. And it's Proven Winners. So I've heard so much about it. It tends to be kind of expensive to buy their products, but my baby, she said, "Mom, you're worth it. I'm going to get you this." So I am so excited about receiving this and putting it in the garden and seeing it bloom, and just getting it all together. Now, I don't know if it'll bloom this year. Hopefully it will, because this is new wood and it's still early in the season. And so, don't you, beautiful gifts. Thank you, Teresa. So putting them together, you could see it coming together, right? So I have this and this together. This is going to give me red flowers. This will be pinkish, a reddish tone in nature. And then we'll have these nearby. And then flanking it with the Nigeria, something like this. Now, doesn't that look pretty all together? Let me give you an aerial view. Doesn't that look nice? And already up in that area, I already have two rose bushes. Remember the mother of pearl rose bush that I bought? So they're already up there. And I have the oak leaf hydrangea that's up there. I have the hibiscus. Yeah, the perennial hibiscus, and they're going to have big, beautiful flowers too, from the pink to the heavily dark colors like this. So that's going to be beautiful. And I might, oops, my canna is starting to open up. I also have some caladiums that I'm hoping will soon um, sprout up and open up. So that garden area is going to be very, very colorful, very jewel tone, very rich looking. Not like a cottage garden, but it's going to be beautiful. And I'm just, I'm very happy. And I'm so happy to be able to share this joy with you, and you have inspired me. And I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for coming and joining me here. Does any of you have any questions or comments or anything that you'd like to share? I did speak about the soil. Yeah, so that is huge. Making sure that you have good, rich soil. And so when I'm planting these plants, I'm going to make sure I put in a little bit of Miracle Grow fertilizer, as well as, or some form of starter fertilizer. I know that a lot of people use a sperma, I think it is, or that organic fertilizer. And I have compost that I'm also going to use. And then the wood chips, just to make sure that I'm mulching around the plants to keep the moisture in. And the wood chips really do work. Wood chips is just the same thing as mulch. Um, but it's natural from the tree that was cut. So that has really helped. I've noticed that the soil up there where I'm planting, that is full of worms, and so you really want to attract the worms to the area. They say that using cardboard, that worms love, for some reason, they love the dark, they love the cardboard. And so when you are mulching or whatever you're doing, especially to help to keep back the weeds, to put down a layer of cardboard and then put the mulch on top of the cardboard. And it will help, one, to keep in the moisture, two, to kill the weeds, and it will also attract the worms. And of course, worms are great for your soil because of the worm castings, which is like a fertilizer and compost for your soil, because that is really the key. Good soil, great plants. The soil and water. Soil and water are the keys to having a beautiful garden. And I'm so excited. I'm thrilled that it happened this day that I wanted to come and talk with you all and chat with you all, my gardening friends. I thank you so much. You're welcome. I thank you so much for being here with me. The other thing is, Cece, too, to start thinking about saving your grass clippings, and if you have leaves, and to start thinking about composting, even just a pick, um, selecting a little corner in your garden that you can start to compost, and start looking up on composting. um, especially if you don't use a lot of fertilizers and things in your grass, that you can use that to compost leaves and grass clippings and other garden things that like if you are cutting back things, you can put that in, chop it up, put it in. And in the fall, if you have a lot of trees, like that I'm surrounded by trees, yeah. So we have a lot of leaves here, and we use the leaves. We bag up some of them, but we also use a lot of it to produce our own compost, and that's the best soil for your ground. Your own natural compost is the best soil for your garden, because you know what you put in it, you know where it's come from. To be as self-sustaining and self-sufficient in your garden is the best thing. So composting is a good thing to do. Gathering your own water, even if it's something that I really want to do, is to start really getting my own water. Okay, you know. Yeah, but check it. What you need to do, Cece, with the composting, how to compost, and even having a compost bin, is to watch some videos on it, do some research. Make sure that you research it and figure out what is best for you, because you don't want it to become a chore either. You don't want it to be overwhelming for yourself. But it is much cheaper to make your own compost than to be buying the bagged compost. Um, I like the compost from the. I do buy a load of compost because the yard is big, and we're right now just trying to really build up the soil. But each year it will get better and better. Um, and you invest, you put in that investment. So I don't mind buying some compost, but it's from my local area. Um, and, you know, I'm just hoping that it's really good stuff. I think it's good because a lot of it is from the trees and the leaves and things in this area here. It's not far from me, actually. It's about 10 minutes away, 10, 15 minutes away, where they have that composting place, and I can see what they're doing and how they're gathering the leaves and things, and what is happening, their process. So I don't mind having it here in my garden, but the best thing is your own personal composting space. Yeah. So that's it, really. And so I want to say thank you all for coming and joining me here. And my joy, I'm glad I can share my joy with you. And continue to watch the videos, because I'm going to be continuing to work on both gardens, the jewel garden or the ruby garden, and also um, I'm going to be giving you continual updates on the herb garden. That too has gone through some changes. The plants have really grown, and I want to give you a mini tour of the herb garden, because it's fantastic. It's just expanding. The things are flowering, and the tea is delicious. I've been cutting my teas, the lemon balm and the peppermint tea, been drinking it regularly. I was actually going to make iced tea and bring it out here and sip it. That was my thought for the day, but this takes the cake. I had to go with this. But next time, because I've been making iced tea, peppermint iced tea. It's delicious with a little twist of lemon in my lemon glasses that I purchased. But anyway, so look forward to seeing more videos on a regular basis. Um, more than likely, oh, how beneficial. Yes, I did uh, it did take the cake. Yes, it did. It did. It sure did. Yeah. So I'm excited. So I'm going to have to plant them in. So that's going to be a video, just arranging and planting them in, and just exploring the whole area. So whew, I'm out of breath. I feel like a little kid in a candy store. Oh, I was talking about how beneficial growing your tea. Yes, honey. It is. It is. So I just drink it naturally. And it's, I like this morning. I went out and I caught myself some of the tea, the peppermint tea that I have that's really spreading. Peppermint spreads, and it will take over if you let it. So you really have to keep up with it. And then also lemon balm too. Lemon balm tea is really good for you, and that spreads also. But it's really good for your digestive system. It helps with inflammation and all of these things. The natural herbs are the way to go, and to drink it now in the summer to really build up your immune system. Now's the time to eat fresh as much as possible, because during the winter time, we're confined, we're inside, so we really don't get the opportunity to drink and eat it fresh. I told you I like candy. That's why you hear me say on my video, it's my candy. Yeah, I love candy too, honey. I got a sweet tooth too. Yeah, that's why I know it's my candy too. I love candy too. I love sugar. But so this is a good substitute. Yeah. And yeah, so that's why I wanted the tea garden to really be able to start to um, cook with fresh herbs and also drink the tea. No, my flowers are my candy. I know. I like candy and I like flower candy. I love it all. Yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye, and yeah, so look forward to the videos that are coming out. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm glad that you came to the party. Yeah, that you're here with me. Hello, beautiful soul. Hey, Gigi, how are you? Good to have you here. I just had my party. We're ending now, but my daughter blessed me with these wonderful plants from LOWES. Oh, wow. And this is she even went deep into the pocket there and got me some proven winners, little quick fire hydrangea. Something that I wouldn't have bought for myself, but she bought it for her mommy. And some other wonderful plants. And it's not even my birthday. It's a just because she loves me. She saw flowers and she knows her mommy loves flowers and she wanted to treat me. Now, isn't that sweet? I am so overjoyed. And it just so happened that it's today she did this so that I can share it with you all. So I am so excited about this. I'm just so happy. Oh my goodness. And you all have come to say hello. You make me happy. Thank you, my gardening family. And I just hope that this brought you some joy too, that we can dream together, vision together, and enjoy the garden together. And I'm going to continue to share my joy, and I hope that it makes you happy too. Yeah, I want to share it with you. Yes. So I am going to say goodbye because we've been here for a while. She's a love. Say hi to her. Oh, okay. Yes, Karen. You know my daughter Karen. Yes, she is a love. She is a sweet thing. So I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you so much for coming on. And so out for me. Thank you, and see you next week. Yes, yes. Oh, My battery's low, so that lets me know that it's time to say goodbye. So remember, on Wednesdays at 5:30, as close to 5:30 as possible, Wednesdays at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, that we'll come on and do these live chats. No stress, no stress. Mm-mm. Take care, everyone. Bless you. Yes, Garden State Gardener. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming on, and those who were listening. Thank you so much. Thank you, Teresa. Yes. Thank you for coming and being a part of my little party. And so next week we will come together again and we will share, and I'll let you know, and just continue to watch the videos. You'll be updated on what's happening. Let's grow, grow, grow together. Bye, everyone. Yes, that's right. Grow, 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 grow together. Catherine's garden and home. Come on and grow, 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 grow together. In Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, yeah, grow, 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 grow together. In Catherine's garden and home. Yes. I am so happy. Well, so see you next time right here in Catherine's Garden and Home. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Yami, everybody. And if I were to name everybody, I'd get myself in trouble. So I won't. But you know that I love you all and I thank you all, and I see your comments. Make sure that you leave comments so that I can react and speak back to you all. And just thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Love you. Bye, my gardening friends. Bye.